Hey, Minecrafters, guess what? It's time for another episode of KimiseCraft. I'm super excited. Yes, I am super excited. Let me show you all the good stuff that's been going on. Now, yeah, check it out. So I went ahead and came up with a wall design here for this alcove area, which is going to kind of be like, I don't know. I'm going to try something different here, so I'll talk about that here in a minute. So we kind of got this started, so haven't done anything up here yet. No. Here, let me show you what's been doing done. If you missed stream, had some help, and also we went ahead and, actually last time you were here, we went ahead and made our secret entrance into our nether portal room. Looking very nice. We just got to get a button for the inside. But honestly, actually I'm trying to think. And we did all this floor. So I guess since between episodes, all we've really done is work on this, which is nice. I think it's looking pretty good. In fact, let's see here. Let's go find a bed because it's always getting dark when you need to. Whoa. Sorry, I had to grab this one. We need to do another door over here because I want this to be a secret passage too, down here into the farms. But let's go ahead and sleep right now. Okay. So, what are we going to do today? Well. I do have some plans. Yes. Okay, I do have some plans. And, first off, let's drop off the slide. And what I'd like to do, guys, is continue to work in this area. Because this is, when you start doing things like this, when you start getting streets, when you start doing things like this is what really starts to turn a build around for me. It starts to give it a whole lot of character and everything. Now, we are going to get to the castle up there and everything. But what I want to do is I want to get this looking really nice and very cool looking. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a custom tree today. I also would like to go ahead and practice building some carts. Yep, some carts, because I'd like to have a nice little open air market here. So we kind of already got that started with the farmers here. So we got the farmers market with all sorts of goodies that are down here, all sorts of things. Well, I guess I'm out of wheat, but anyways, that's okay. So I'd like to, and we got a little potion cart right here, stall, which is my potion thing. So I'd like to have another cart or two right here that's just selling some stuff. I mean, just for looks and everything. So I'd like to do that in today's episode. And also, I want to go ahead and do a nice, really grand custom tree right here. And right now what we do is we've got it centered here, and we've got it centered onto this area right here. So let's go ahead and do some building together before I let you guys go. Okay, obviously this is going to be a back and forth. It's going to be kind of thing. But what I was thinking is I really kind of wanted like a dark oak style, brand type of tree. Okay. Now we can do dark oak, but what I was wanting to do is, now here's the trick. It's coming out, right? And it's building something that's natural. Custom trees can be a lot of fun, right? But they can also be a little bit challenging. Okay? So what we're first going to do is we're going to spend some time just going ahead and doing a few branches like this. Okay? And we're just going to kind of random them. Be kind of random in what we're going at. Because, trees, a natural tree is going to have its own type of growth. Does that make sense? And so that is kind of like, my purpose in doing this. Now, what we'll do is we will go ahead and play with it some, okay? And also go ahead and add some things. But first off, we want to create a string of branches, or at least this is how I do custom. And I wouldn't say I'm a custom tree master. There are some guys that can do some amazing stuff, and I am not worried. I feel like that a lot of times when I'm doing builds like this. But I want to have some fun. I want to have something that's going to kind of look here really unique. Definitely not a regular Minecraft tree. Something that has its own type of unique. So, when I'm doing a custom tree, this is kind of like what I start off looking is I go ahead and stop and I go ahead and build some different possibilities, right? And this is meant to be something that's it's been here for a while, right? So what we want to do is we want to go ahead and give it a few roots and everything, because we're going to have it extending out past that. Does that make sense? Yeah, it's starting to look pretty good. Okay, like maybe bring this one up a little bit, like that. Okay. And the idea is just to kind of give it its unique look. Now we're going to do a couple layers of branches. So we got that first layer of branches right there. And so what I want to do is I want to take this core of the tree right here, and I want to go ahead and kind of take it up a notch this direction. And then we'll take this one up here like this. Okay. Something like that. And that's just a, you know how trees will branch off as they're going off from the main trunk, right? You've seen that before. Now, of course, you know, we'll look at the bottom and we'll see, you know, what type of options we got here, you know. But what we want to do is we just want to kind of mimic a unique, you know, branch out look, you know. And of course, you know, we'll come back and do some editing, you know, and seeing what we can come up with here, you know, like maybe have this come out this way, right? Now, of course, we're just looking to get some sort of a branch look to it at this point. So, you know, having some unique branches come out, and I think does a lot for it. And I love doing the whole random thing. Like, for instance, if we take a look at it, and that's whenever you're doing something custom like this, you got to walk away and take a look and saying, that's interesting. How could that possibly look? Because, you know, obviously what we want to do is we want to go ahead and see what we can do. Like, for instance, maybe, no, not like that. Sorry. Maybe take this stuff down. Give it a little bit more. There we go. Maybe get a little bit more sense of depth there, right? And then we can do something like that. Very good. Yeah, that's looking a little bit better. You know, maybe take this out a little bit more. Maybe we should come out this direction with a few branches, right? So let's go ahead and get up there and see what we can do branch-wise here. Like maybe take this up here, take this one here, you know, and kind of give it a wild look like this, right? Pretty good, yeah. So there's, I mean, all sorts of things that you can do. And, you know, don't be afraid to edit yourself, you know. Try some different things. If you don't like it, you know, just go back and say, that's not looking the way I was hoping that would look, right? Okay. Like, look at how this goes right here. Like, first, I'm not sure if I like that there, but but once I cut that out, then it's looking a little good. Now, when you're building custom trees, you're not just limited to logs. Right now, that's all I'm using because it's a pretty easy tool, or should I say it's a easy thing to work with. But we can go ahead and then further define something. For instance, we can bring some of that down. Now it looks like we've got, something else going. There we go. Now maybe take this one out here. Yeah, because I wasn't thrilled with that one. Okay, something like that. Maybe something like this, right? Maybe we can take something like that, and or maybe this needs a lighter touch. Yeah. You know. Okay. So yeah, interesting. Okay. Now I'll be honest with you. Just the skeleton of a tree, I'm not that super good at it. Things we can add to it is we can go ahead and, like, look at this. This side, see the light. See, we have this side coming out, this side coming out. I think something should come out here on this side. So let's go ahead and build up, get up here to this branch area, right? Okay, let's draw that again. Oh, I see what the problem is. There we go. So now, there we go. And just by coming off this way, okay, now we've got ourselves a variety of different And again, just by editing it a little bit, like maybe taking that off there. Now or maybe taking that off there. Maybe making that go up like that. You know, branches are always, one thing branches are always doing, they're kind of reaching for the sky, you know. So why is that? Well, because, you know, guess what? Trees live by sunlight, yep. And they make their food through photosynthesis. And so you'll notice that, you know, a lot of times older trees like this will have a lot of leaves up top, but then the leaves down the bottom you don't see as much, and they don't put out as many leaves or new branches down the bottom, because guess what? Well, because, what was I saying? Oh yeah, because there's no sunlight down here, okay? Very cool. Go ahead and... There we go. I think that's looking okay. So let's go ahead now. Now, I know I've been doing a lot of tree building here, but now we're going to go ahead and grab some of the things I'm really excited about. Because what tends to make these look really fun is when you start adding leaves. Okay? So, okay. Let's just go straight up. Now, we're going to go ahead and add some leaves, and you're thinking, well, you know, we're doing a lot of tree building today, aren't we? Yeah, and I'll say, yes, we are. We are doing tree building. But I think that's a fun thing to do, you know, because when you start doing custom trees, it really expands what you're doing in your world, because then your world becomes much more unique in what you're doing, you know. And then, like I was saying, you know, what are some of the things you can do to just start, you know, giving your world its own atmosphere, right? Okay. Like, for instance, I was saying earlier this week, you know, when you start doing streets and like that in your build, it really starts showing off some of the cool, unique things, and it starts to feel like your own. I mean, you know, some people, I think, you know, they actually get real excited when they see things like farms going up. And me, I'm more of a builder. I like to tell a story where I can. And when you can start putting things like a custom tree or some streets, that's really does a lot to start giving your build a feel. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and work on those leaves, okay? And I'm going to be back here in... Let me go ahead and get the slime. I don't like losing. Okay. And I'm going to be back here after I've had a chance to go ahead and work on these custom leaves here for just a little bit. So there we go. That's a start, and there's some ideas. And then what we'll do is we'll come in here and we'll customize it just a little bit more, okay? Okay, guys, we are back. I went ahead and put a whole bunch of leaves up, and I'm kind of liking it. Now, I do want to make it a little more realistic. So, well, I want to add some more detail to it. And, of course, we're in Minecraft, and detail sometimes can be a little hard. But what we're going to do is we're going to use some fence posts to kind of help us give a little bit more detail to some of these limbs and branches right here. Yeah, right in there. So again, you know, don't be afraid to throw some detail here. I mean, these will add some different colors to it. I guess I'm keeping in the dark oak family because I really kind of like the dark oak. Look at this tree. And I kind of want to be this like lone dark oak tree in the rest of the area. So it's kind of like, ooh, you know, or something, I don't know, like that. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and just take a few of these and just scatter them around, kind of like what I'm doing. And what that does is, you know, it gives us a little bit more variation on the build itself. So when you're looking up, you're just not looking up at a whole bunch of logs just placed sideways or so. And that's not looking bad. Not looking bad at all. Now, as far as additional things we can do, well, let's eat some food. Look at that health going down. Got to get that hunger going, right? Okay. Now, what I'd like to do, too, is I'm going to go ahead and we're going to lantern this place up. And the reason why is that way, because I noticed when it started getting dark over there earlier, is that this place was really dark. So I'm going to go ahead and just throw a few lanterns in place just to kind of give us a kind of like lit up area. You know, now we can go ahead and add some more details, like for instance, let's take some of our dark oak right here, and let's go ahead and that's a little high, but let's go up one. See what that would look like. Does that look good? Yeah, I kind of like that. But I think I kind of like this, like over there instead. That way, you know. Ooh. And if we come up here and we add one up here, then we get the same height. There we go. That's lighting up our where are they? Get those out of the way. So there we go. Starting to light up our pathways, because that's the big thing that's going to be coming around here, is we want to go ahead and have some lit pathways. So if we go ahead and do this opposite, that gives us the same as, oh, actually this is the same location. That's okay. I think we can match a pattern here, you know. Maybe go ahead and do something like this, right? Now give us some more lights right there. I kind of like that. Like one of my favorite things that was ever added to the game was lanterns, because they're not big and blocky like redstone lanterns. And I like redstone lanterns; those are definitely have their place in the game. But what's great about lanterns like these, they're not super blocky. You know what? I don't think we need this one. We'll take this one down. And they just look natural, and you can hang them, and they just have a nice chemistry. Now, when this gets dark, we'll have a nice lit up courtyard. Now, what can we do to make our big tree courtyard even bigger, right? What can we do to make this even better? Well, I'm thinking, you know, maybe if we had, I don't know, what would like this better? You know, this is a great thing, guys. If you've made it this far in the video, I want ideas. What can we do to make this courtyard a little nicer? I don't know. I mean, maybe we could like dirt it up around here some. Yeah. You know, maybe get some different, ooh, you know, some mud and some moss. Ooh, I got an idea. Let's see here. Do I have any moss? I think I do have some moss. Grab this moss. I think this is going to be perfect. Okay, so one of the cool new blocks that they've added to the game here is the moss block, and we'll need some bone meal for this. And yeah, I'm probably going to go ahead and waste some stuff, but I'm okay. I'm okay with that. So because you know, the one thing that I'm not really super liking about this little courtyard area right here, although I love all the sidewalk, I don't like the way it is like right here, right? Okay, let's do this. I'm not sure how this will work either. You know, I'm not sure if it only works from full blocks or not, but we're going to give it a shot. We're going to do some Minecraft experimenting right here. We need this to be, it doesn't matter whether, see, because these are all slabs. We get a little bit more. That's okay. That's okay. Let's see here. Now, let's see. I've got my Silk Touch with me, right? So let's go ahead and Silk Touch this out. Alrighty. And let's go ahead and spread the moss, right? Spread the moss, okay? Now, I wonder if I'm getting issues with this because of... Oh, it could be because of the slabs. Well, let's see. Ooh, there we go. Nice. You know what? I do kind of like that. You know, and I think the thing to do is to come in between these. How's that look? Oh yeah, is to come in between these. Yeah, because this is only doing the. Yeah, I think we're getting everything we can out of it, and add some dirt around the moss-covered area. Oh yeah, because it's only doing the full-on bricks here. But I think that's great because this should be a nature area. It shouldn't be all sidewalk around it. Yep. I'll tell you what, I love the new moss blocks. So what do we need to do here? Well, we're going to need some dirt. I don't think I have any dirt on me. Okay, so let's go ahead. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll just, I think we've mossed enough stuff. So let's go ahead and grab some dirt now. This is what I love about having everything organized in your storage system. Now it's like, okay, I need this now, so let's go ahead and go ahead and head over to this. And if I'm done with this, that means I can put that out. Yeah, moving on. Okay, let's head over there. Okay. And if you're noticing that I have these villager died messages, that is a data pack that we added in. Ooh, you know what we need? We need some coarse dirt too. So let's go ahead and take half a stack of this, half a stack of that. Go ahead and put this and this in there. Okay. And then what we'll do is we'll go with something like that. There we go. Now we've got a stack of coarse dirt. What's nice about coarse dirt is it's not going to get green or grass up. It's just going to be coarse dirt. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and take some of this painstakingly laid stuff in here, right? It's mainly the slabs that are the problem right now. Okay, because honestly, let's be... What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put some of the dirt. We're going to take the coarse dirt as well and fill some of these areas. Because that's what you're going to find underneath the tree. We'll leave some of the cobble. I think the cobble works well. I only want you there. Okay. But definitely we want to get all the stone, some of this stuff out here, because we want this place to be... Whoa. Okay. Because what we want this place to be is we want to give it a little bit of nature feel, and I think the dirt is definitely going to help us with that, right? So we're going to go ahead and pull some of that in. Let's not forget our coarse dirt, which gives some different textures and stuff. Yeah. And then we'll just go ahead and take some. I think we'll leave the. I don't mind leaving the cobble because you're going to see some cobble stacked up. It's not an unusual thing, right? And then boom. Now it looks like our tree is in the middle of this really nice area. Oh, it's getting dark, so we're going to get to see it lit up. See if we're happy with the light-up-y part of it all, right? So let's go ahead and knock out a few more of these. A lot of times you just have to get a place ready for what you want to do with it. And I'll tell you what, it just beams. Check it out. So lit up at night, let's take a look at our new tree center. I think that looks really good. Nice custom tree, guys. So, you know what that deserves? That deserves a screenshot. Yeah, check that out. Guys, I just want to say thank you so much for checking out the episode today. I hope you guys enjoyed your little run through, or at least how I make a custom tree, and I hope you got something out of it. Most of all, guys, don't forget, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you have any comments or questions, let me know. I would love to hear from you guys. Also, don't forget, we stream a few times a week. I'd love to see you there. But for right now, guys, this is Kimise, and I'm going to catch you guys later. Bye-bye.